It's already live, ma'am, in the Facebook.
Okay. We'll check. Okay, so good afternoon everyone. Papunta na tayo sa exciting part, okay? Good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Ayan, so wala pa tayong participant sa ating Zoom, pero we are now live sa ating Facebook. Ayan, so continue po tayo sa ating hindi natapos na review from last time that we had a Gen Ed questions. So, ipagpapatuloy po natin ngayon. Ayan, and start with, may I know saang banda ngayon sa ating bansa ang mga participants natin sa FB, sa ating private online let review? Ayan po, para po meron tayong, okay, there are 7 words sa ating Zoom, sa ating FB. Ayan, kumusta po kayong lahat? Okay. So, ayan. How are you po? Ready na ba? Gusto ko pong malaman kung ready na ba. Baka kasi magsalita lang ako dito tapos wala akong, walang sas. Ayan, hi to Ma'am Grace. Hello po. How are you po? Okay, Ma'am Maria Teresa Gonzaga. Ang layo po. Kumusta po sa Surigao? Ayan, so hopefully po LPT na tayo this coming September. Our result pala ay mga December. Ayan. Okay, so without further ado, kasi meron pang susunod sa akin for the majorship review. Ayan. So let's start with mathematics, simple interest. Okay, so number 123, total amount adding 8% interest for 3 months of 6,000. Magkano na pagkatapos ng 3 months with 8% interest? Ma'am Grace, you can have it typed in the chat kung meron po kayong answers. Ayan. So, dapat po talaga master niyo po itong part na to kasi hindi po ito nawawala sa let. Ayan. What letter? Hello, Ma'am Christine, Mel Cervantes. Hello sa aking 8 million viewers. 9 million na ngayon. Okay. Again, what would be the total amount after adding the 8% interest after 3 months of 6,000 pesos? Yan, wala akong nakikitang nag-type ng answer. Hello po, am I still audible po or baka merong problem sa aking internet connection? Okay. So, baka kayo po ang merong problem sa internet connection. So, we will reveal the answer. Yes, thank you, Ma'am Annabelle. You said po letter B. Ayan, so it's letter B. So, it's just simply finding the simple interest. So, we have the formula principal times rate times time, and it can be denoted by P times R times T. Okay, so where 6,000 is the initial amount, and then we have the rate of 8% per annum. And then after 3 months po, ayan. So we have 6,000 times 0.08 times 0.25. Simple interest is 120. So ayan, add po natin sa ating principal, which is 6,000. Therefore, we have 6,120. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so number 124. Hemophilia is a common sex-linked disorder that is X-linked recessive trait. If a man is hemophiliac, this means that A, he got the disease from his mother, B, he will have children with hemophilia, or letter C, all his brothers and sisters will be hemophiliac. Letter D po, ayan, hindi po siya na. Okay, so I have to press enter for that para ma-move. Letter D, none of his brothers and sisters will be hemophilia. What should be the answer for that? Hello po. Hello, ma'am, from Davao de Oro. Good afternoon. Okay, so what's the answer for number 124? Okay, merong nag-answer sa ating chat. Ma'am Grace? Yes po. Okay. So, yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Ayan, active na active. Hopefully, tuloy-tuloy po ang ating pagiging active kasi meron tayong leadership review later. And so, the answer would be letter A. So, he got the disease from his mother. Yes, Ma'am Lin Torado. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bakit? So if a man is hemophiliac, it means that he inherited the defective gene for hemophilia from his mother. Since men only have one X chromosome, so if that X chromosome carries the hemophilia gene, they will express the disorder or they will have the disorder. Ayan. Yes, Ma'am Maria Teresa, Ma'am Alma. Okay, thank you so much for participating. Okay, number 125. So, social science to. Piloso Potasio is a character in Noli Me Tangere personified by whom in reality? Is it Pasha Isagani, Ilias, or Ibarra? Number 125. Okay. Ann, very active, very good. Mukhang nakapaghapunan ka na, Ma'am Ann. Okay. So how about the others? Okay, Ma'am Maria Teresa, thank you so much for participating. Ayan, and I have another participant. Hello po. Hello, Ma'am April Mary and Ma'am Grace. Okay, so the answer would be, okay, Ma'am Grace said it's letter C. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the correct answer for number 125 po, ayan, so i-take note niyo po ito na si Pilos Potasio ay in reality po ay si Pasiano, a brother of Rizal, brother of Jose Rizal. Yes, Christine. So, Dr. Jose Rizal in Noli Me Tangere, Piloso Potasio from the novel Noli Me Tangere by Dr. Jose Rizal is personified by Rizal's elder brother, Pasiano Rizal. So Pasiano Rizal was an important figure in Jose Rizal's life and a significant influence on his intellectual and nationalistic pursuits. So Pasiano served as model for the character of Piloso Potasio, who is portrayed as a wise but somewhat eccentric philosopher in the novel. Yes po. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, let's move on. Number 126. So, ayan, naka-bold na po ang answer. I'm sorry. Okay, so the famous character is Rizal's novel who became the symbol of the abused Filipino mother. Of course, it's Sisa. Okay. So, moving on to 127. Okay, we have a book on a table before it falls, a car that is parked at the top of a hill, river water at the top of a waterfall are examples of blank energy. Is it kinetic, mechanical, gravitational potential, or chemical potential? Okay, galaw-galaw. There are really chance po na lalabas ito sa set dahil mga recent questions po ito. Okay, number 127. Thank you so much for participating, for sharing your answers, mga teachers. Ayan. And so the answer for that, for number 127, is gravitational potential energy. Yes, Ma'am Grace. Thank you so much. Ayan. Very good. Yes. Okay, so tayo pa tayo. So let's move on. Number 128. The Merchant of Venice is to Shakespeare as the song of Hiawatha is to A. Is it Henry Wadsworth Longfellow? B. Christopher Marlowe? William Shakespeare or Samuel Clemens? Number 128. Okay, so sa English naman ito. So even though mixed ang Gen Ed, hindi po natin papalampasin ang mga ganitong questions dahil baka babalik sila. Okay, what's the answer for number 128? Thank you so much, Ma'am Christine. Okay, meron din tayong nag-send ng answer sa ating Zoom. Ma'am Grace, you said it's letter B. And okay. Okay, so let us have the revelation of the answer. Okay, so it's Christopher Marlowe. So, ang Merchant of Venice po ay kay Shakespeare. At ang Song of Hiawatha is because of Christopher Marlowe. Okay, that's the letter B. Okay, what about, oh, wala tayong 129. Teka, let me check. Oh, wala talaga. 130. Make sure to properly hold the blank of the horse. So, which is the correct spelling for the word rein of the horse? Okay, is it 130? So, pasensya na po. Nakaligtaan si 129. Okay, Ma'am Christine answered letter A. Let us see. What about the others? Thank you so much for sharing your answers. Ayan po. So hopefully hindi na tayo magkamali this September. Malapit na. Praying for all of you to pass the board exam. Kasi pagkatapos ng board exam, so maswerte yung nakapag-masters na agad. Okay, Ma'am Alma. Thank you so much for sharing your answer. Okay, so the correct answer for the word rein of the horse ay si letter D po. Ito po yung rope na naka-attach sa may mouth sa horse. Ayan. Okay, so isa po itong rope. So make sure to properly hold the rein of the horse, and that's letter D, R-E-I-N. Okay. Let's move on to number 131. The characters in Rizal's novels symbolize the varied reactions towards the colonizer from blank. Sino kaya? Is it the United States, the China, Spain, or Japan? Number 131. Hello to my 10 million viewers. Ayan po. Hopefully you're doing fine. Okay, meron nang nagbigay ng answer. Yes, Ma'am Alma, talagang ligwak. Ligwak sa lahat. And the answer for that would be letter C for sure. Spain, kasi si Spain po ang nag-colonize. At ang mga novel ni Rizal ay para sa mga colonizers natin na or the Spaniards. Okay, number 132. An American short story writer whose tales romanticize the commonplace, in particular, the life of ordinary people who used a pen name of. Is it A, O. Henry, B, George Eliot, C, Longfellow, or letter D, Mark Twain? Again, for number 132, an American short story writer whose tales romanticize the commonplace, in particular the life of ordinary people who used a pen name of. Okay. Number 132 na po tayo. Okay, merong nag-answer sa ating chat. Ma'am Grace, is this for number 132, Ma'am Grace? Ayan po, remember lang po sa magbigay ng answer para po sure natin na ma-identify agad-agad. So, we can put po the number and then the letter of your answer. Ayan, thank you so much. Okay, Ma'am Ann, Navel, thank you so much for sharing your answer. And so, number 132, that's O. Henry. You're correct, Ma'am. Okay, so paano na-acquire itong pen name na O. Henry? Okay, so let's read about this. Okay, the real name of Henry was William Sidney Porter. Ayan, my internet connection is unstable. Okay, so William Sidney Porter. So he is known for his clever and twist endings in his short stories, which often depicted the lives of ordinary people. Ayan po. So ito na ang hinahanap natin, ang ordinary people na kaniyang mga usual topics sa kaniyang mga short stories. And some of his famous works are the following. So ayan po. Kapag si William Sidney Porter or si O. Henry ang pinag-uusapan natin, huwag nating kalimutan ang The Gift of the Magi and The Ransom of Red Chief. Okay, so paano po na-acquire ni William Sidney Porter ang kanyang O. Henry na pen name? It was derived po from his time spent in prison. So where he worked in a prison pharmacy and signed the medications as O. Henry. So dyan po nagsimula ang lahat kung bakit O. Henry ang kanyang pen name. Okay? Okay. So let's move on. Erase muna natin. Okay. Let's move to number 133. Ayan, napaka-easy po nito. The Republic Act that requires the compulsory teaching of Rizal course and the lives of other Filipino patriots is it Republic Act 9262? Or B, RA 7610? C, RA 9994? Or letter D, RA 1425? Which among the following? Okay, number 133 for sure po. Thank you so much. Ayan, talaga si RA 1425. Okay, so it's also called as the Rizal Law. Was signed into law po. Huwag niyong kalimutan, kailan po ito naging law? Last June 12, 1956 in the time of President Ramon Magsaysay. And the law mandates all educational institutions in the Philippines, both public and private, to include in their curricular courses on the life, works, and writings of Jose Rizal, as well as other Filipino heroes and patriots. Okay po, again, that was June 12, 1956, which was signed into law. And the president by that time was President Ramon Magsaysay. Again, RA 1425 or the Rizal Law. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Rizal was a polyglot, conversant in how many languages? Ayan po. How many languages ang kayang ibigkas ni Rizal? Is it A, 8, letter B, 22, letter C, 15, or letter D, 12? This is number 134. Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. What about the others? Okay, very good. Ayan. And so, 22 languages po. Letter B. Okay, so ano-ano ang mga languages na ito? Okay, Ma'am Grace, thank you so much for sharing your answer. Okay, so the result was reported proficient in approximately 22 languages. So according to my research, he was able to speak Tagalog, Spanish, English, Latin, Greek, French, German, Italian, Dutch, Portuguese, Mandarin, Japanese, Arabic, Malay, Sanskrit, and so on. So marami po, including po Chavacano. So kung meron lang ding lalabas sa let na among the following are the languages in which Rizal was proficient of. So, except, ayan, at least man lang, meron na po kayong background na marunong siyang mag-Tagalog, Spanish, English, Latin, Greek, French, Italian, Dutch, Portuguese, Chinese or the Mandarin, Japanese, Arabic, Malay, Sanskrit, at hindi na nakita yung iba. Okay. Thank you so much po for sharing your answer. What about number 135? He was known as the father of abstract painting. Okay, so this is worldwide po. He was known as the father of abstract painting. Is it Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Wassily Kandinsky, or letter D, Natalia Goncharova? Thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. Okay, what about the others? Ma'am Grace. Okay, Ma'am Grace said letter C. Okay, let us see. Okay, so the correct answer for this one would be, hindi natin hihintayin ng matagal, napakatagal kasi meron pang susunod na review right after my time. Okay, so the answer for this one, number 135, the father of abstract painting is Wassily Kandinsky. Okay, so ito po ang little background that we have. Wassily Kandinsky is a Russian artist and known as the father of abstract painting. Ayan. So, pioneer of abstract art and is credited with creating some of the first purely abstract works in the early 20th century. Ayan. Okay, again po, he's a Russian artist, Mr. Wassily Kandinsky, the father of abstract painting. Okay, so let's move on. Hopefully, matapos natin lahat ng items ngayon. Number 136. Okay, an avocado tree is planted beside a sampaguita plant in a garden. This demonstrates what kind of relationship? Is it competition, B, co-optation, C, predation, or letter D, parasitism? Okay. Ma'am Grace, thank you so much for sharing your answer. You said it's letter A. What about the others? Okay, Ma'am Ann, thank you so much. Okay, so hindi na natin papatagalin. Competition po ang nangyayari dito. Bakit competition? Kasi nag-aagaw sila sa nutrients ng lupa. Okay, so they share the same limited resources such as the nutrients, the sunlight, the water, and the space. Okay, so that made it competition. Number 137. All these are beneficial effects of scientific knowledge except, so napaka-easy po. A, is a solution to practical problems. Letter B, making informed decisions. Letter C, pursuance of political agenda. Or letter D, development of new technology. Number 137 na patay. Okay, very good. Ma'am Grace? Yes, ma'am. Of course. Ayan po, talagang ligwak na naman yung ibang choices natin. So, for sure, this is pursuance of political agenda and this is letter C. Yes po, thank you so much for participating. Ayan, marami na tayong nag-answer ngayon. Okay, number 138. Ito ay tungkol sa pagsulat, pagsasalita at pagsasagawa ng presentasyon sa iba-ibang manunood at para sa iba't ibang layunin. A. Balagtasan. B. Talumpati. Letter C. Synthesis. Or letter D. Malayuning komunikasyon. Okay, number 138. Okay, ito po ang i-take note natin mga teachers, ma'am and sir. Yes, Ma'am Grace. Ito po ang dapat nating i-take note ha. Kung babasahin natin, ito ay tungkol sa pagsulat, pagsasalita at pagsasagawa ng presentasyon sa iba-ibang manunood at para sa iba't ibang layunin. Ayan po, iba't ibang layunin. Kung sa, for example po tayo, teachers ay gumagawa ng PowerPoint presentation para po sa ating learners. So meron tayong advanced learners and meron din tayong mga learners na dun lang yung slow pace lang, yung mga slow learners natin. So, ang gagawin natin ay dapat iba rin yung mga activities or presentation na ibibigay natin sa kanila para mas maunawaan nila ng husto ang ating lesson. Ayan po, and for this time, the answer for this one would be malayuning komunikasyon. Okay, that's our D. So, let's move on. Oh, okay, ayan, nakita na po yung answer sa number 139. All the sisters and brother of Rizal used Mercado, the father's surname, so Rizal, instead used the maternal surname of his father to allow Rizal to move freely while studying because, so the major reason is that the Mercado family members were suspects of anti-government. Okay, so ayan, hindi ko na lang pinapa-answer sa inyo kasi nakita na yung answer. Yes, Ma'am Grace. Ay, nako. Okay, number 140. Hopefully, hindi siya mag-reveal. Okay. So, the sum total of society's customs, traditions, ethics, values, beliefs, and prevalent practices is A, science, B, technology, C, culture, or letter D, religion. Okay. Ma'am Grace said it's 140 letter C. And then, yes, thank you so much for sharing your answers. Ayan po. So, naturally, that's culture. Okay, thank you so much. We will have a short break muna. Can I go to the restroom for a minute, for a moment? Ayan po. Okay, so you can take your water break or even yung hapunan nyo, pwede ninyong kukunin. Okay, so let us have a short moment break. Ayan, I have to go to the restroom. Okay, so I'll be back. Ayan, I'm back. So, thank you so much for waiting. So, let's move on to the next number. And this is number 141. Dante, I don't know what's the proper pronunciation of this one. Let us just have a lyric. Long poem which contains vivid descriptions of hell, purgatory, and paradise was entitled blank. A. Is it Divine Comedy? Dr. Faustus? Letter C. Romeo and Juliet? Or letter D. Phantom of the Opera? Okay, this is already 141. Thank you so much, Ma'am Janine. Ang bilis. Ayan. Okay, what about the Zoom? Zoom chat? Walang tao sa Zoom chat. Hello, Ma'am Grace. Are you still there? Ayan. Okay, so the answer for this one would be letter A. You are correct, Ma'am Janine. Okay, so why A? Ayan, hindi pa lumabas. Okay, so Dante Alighieri's long poem contains vivid descriptions of hell, purgatory, and paradise is entitled Divine Comedy. So the poem written in the 14th century is considered as one of the greatest works of world literature. Ayan po, so Dante himself, it follows the journey of the protagonist, Dante. himself through the three realms of the afterlife, the hell or the inferno, purgatory or purgatorio, and paradiso as paradise. So each part of the poem explores different moral and theological themes while providing a detailed and imaginative depiction of the different realms of the afterlife. Okay? So, andyan po siya sa Divine Comedy by Mr. Dante. I really don't know how to pronounce his last name. Okay, so let us have number 142. Due to close family ties, Filipino families are generally blank. A, nuclear, B, matriarchal, C, patriarchal, or letter D, extended. Okay, 142 na po tayo, mga moms and sirs. Oh, bilis talaga ni Ma'am Ann. Salute to you, Ma'am Ann. And the others, maybe meron lang mga problema sa internet connection, no? So, ayan po ang ating disadvantage when we are having this online review. Okay, Ma'am Riddell, thank you so much. Okay, for sure, ang answer po dito ay extended. Okay, so Filipinos are really very known for having extended families. Ayan, so number 143, Rizal's mother preferred to be imprisoned and walked 50 kilometers as punishment for a trumped-up charge of a Spanish official. Rather than apologize by accepting the charge, such action shows that she was a woman of A, submission, B, incertitude, C, hesitation, or letter D, conviction. Okay. Yes, Ma'am Ann. Good evening, Ma'am Josephine. Am I correct po kung sa pag-pronounce ng name niyo? Okay. Okay. Very good. Ayan. So, familiar na po ito sa inyo. Letter D ang answer. 144. Ang kahulugan ng a stitch in time saves 9 ay A, masayahin, B, maagap, C, mahinay, or letter D, malingap. 144 na po tayo. Ayan, meron po akong background dito. Ewan ko lang kung naririnig nyo ang kambing sa aming neighborhood. Okay, 144. Yes po. It's surely maagap. A stitch in time saves 9. Ay, thank you po. Yes. Okay, correct po ang pagbasa ko sa inyong name. Okay, 145. Who was the Philippine general who lost his life in the Battle of Tirad Pass? A, J. Luna, B, Jose Rizal, C, M.C.H. Del Pilar, or letter D, G. Del Pilar. Number 145. Wow, ang bilis ni Ma'am Rachel magsagot. Ma'am Rachel pala. Okay, so let's reveal the answer. Letter D, Gregorio Del Pilar po ang namatay during the Battle of Tirad Pass. Okay, 146. The laws of heredity were the results of the study of. So, sino yung responsible sa laws of heredity? Is it Alexander Fleming, Gregor Mendel, Charles Darwin, or si Marie Curie? That's number 146. Okay, Ma'am Ann, ang bilis. Yes po, so natatandaan ko pa rin ito ngayon, hanggang ngayon, during my high school. This was already discussed by my teacher. Letter B, Gregor Mendel. Number 147, a person who draws or produces maps. Ayan, sino kaya? Is it the geographer? Is it the photographer? The cartographer? Or letter D, the producer? 147 po tayo, mga ma'am and sir. What's the correct answer for number 147? Okay, thank you so much for sharing your answer. Okay, so the correct answer po dito ay C, cartographer. So, Nagiging question po talaga ito sa aking mind, itong si geographer kasi po, di ba, mga maps talagang kinakain na ito ni geographer. Tapos, according to my research, talagang si cartographer ang nagdraw and produces maps. Okay, so that's letter C. Number 48. Hello, Mama Riddell. Okay. A seminar or other presentation that takes place on the internet is called A, symposium, B, webinar, C, workshop, or letter D, conference. Ayan, ito na yung ginagawa natin. Kung meron tayong mga seminars, so it's easy for us to attend different workshops and gain certificates. Pinapadali ang buhay. Okay, so talaga B, webinar. A seminar which is done through web. Okay, number 149. Which one of the following devices is required to connect a computer to the internet? Letter A, hard drive. B, mouse. C, modem. Or letter D, keyboard. Number 1, yes, Ma'am Ann. Yes, oh, you gotta try. Yes, B. Okay. Miss V. Ma'am Janen. Ma'am Rochelle. Ma'am Maridel. Ayan, kung meron tayong mga medals dito, binibigyan ko na kayo ng medals kasi ang sipag yung magbigay ng sagot. Ma'am Jeffin. Ma'am Jonaline. Okay, so for sure po talagang naiiba ang mga hardwares na nandyan. Tapos itong si modem po ang tumutulong sa atin upang maging connected po tayo sa internet. Letter C. Very good. And now let us have number 150. Which of the following is not an internet search engine? Is it Google, B, Windows, C, Yahoo, or D, MSN? Hello, Ma'am DMA. Okay, what's the answer for number 150 po? Ayan, let us have... Yes, yes, Miss V, yes po. By the way po, when we say internet search engine, ayan po yung mga araw-araw nating ginagamit when we are searching. So, number 1 po yan si Google. Hindi pa po natalo si Google, no? Meron tayong Bing, merong Yahoo, merong MSN, at iba-iba pang mga search engine na available. Okay, itong si Windows po, ito po ay operating system. So, ito po ang hindi internet search engine among the options being provided to you. Letter B, Windows. Opo, not po. Not a search engine. Ayan. Okay, so madali lang sanang sagutin. Tapos hindi lang natin nabasa si not. Okay? So hindi tayo magpapaloko kasi meron ganitong tricky questions na ibibigay sa atin. Okay, number 151. A regular solid or length, width, and height are equal is called A, circle, B, sphere, C, cube, or letter D, cone. We are now in number 151. Thank you so much for sharing your answers. Okay. Yes po. Talagang si cube ang answer where length, width, and height are equal. It's letter C, cube. Thank you. So a cube is a regular solid where all 3 dimensions, the length, the width, and the height are equal. Each of its faces is a square and all angles between the faces are surely right angles or equivalent to 90 degrees. Okay, number 152. All these are sculpture materials except A, acrylic, B, marble, C, wood, or letter D, clay. 152. Hello to my 17 million viewers. Ayan. So, meron pa kayong susunod na major ship review after this po. Kaya talagang, iset nyo ang mind nyo. Minsan nakaka-boring talaga kapag, we are facing our laptop, our phones, sakit sa mata. Pero pag K-drama, ewan ko lang kung masakit ba sa mata. Okay? 152 po. Let us have. Acrylic is the best answer for this one. Why acrylic? Because acrylic is not a traditional sculpture material like marble, wood, and clay. It is a type of plastic often used in painting and other artistic applications, but is not commonly used as a primary material for creating sculpture. So, siguro sa iba, ginagamit nila si acrylic pero hindi po talaga siya commonly known to be a material for creating a sculpture. So that is why letter A po ang answer. Okay, number 153. Your neighbor confides that she is a drug pusher because she needs money to support her lifestyle. The moral principle that you should advise to your neighbor to follow is A, the principle of double effect, or letter B, the end does not justify the means, or letter C, between two evils, do the lesser evil, or letter D, always do what is right. Number 153 na po tayo. Of course po. Yes. Okay, you're really giving the correct answer. Okay, so ang hinahanap po natin dito is the moral principle that we are going to advise to our neighbor who is a drug pusher. Okay, bakit? Bakit naging drug pusher siya? Dahil she needs money to support her lifestyle. Ayan, so ang best answer po dito is letter B. Ayan, okay. The end does not justify the means. Okay, so bakit? Ayan, so ating i-rationalize. So this principle emphasizes that even if someone's goal or intention, which is the end, may seem beneficial or desirable, it does not justify using unethical or harmful methods, which is the means, to achieve it. So in the scenario described, becoming a drug pusher is using an illegal and harmful means to support a lifestyle, which goes against ethical principles. So this principle encourages individuals to seek morally acceptable ways of achieving their goals rather than resorting to actions that are morally wrong or harmful. Again, the end does not justify the means. Good evening. Good evening din po. Ayan, teachers na po kayo. Teachers na po tayong lahat, no? Ayan. So, we will really claim that you are going to pass the lab. Okay, number 154. The article that Rizal wrote in Diaryong Tagalog urging his compatriots to love their fatherland just like his prize-winning piece a la Juventud Filipina is A. Amor Patrio, B. Mi Amor, C. Mi Ultimo Adios, or letter D. Amor Fati. Ayan, number 154 na po tayo mga teachers. Okay, number 154. You said it's letter A. Very good answer, everyone. Okay, so the article, ayan, nagiging, Tagalog ano na tayo dito. The article that Rizal wrote in Diaryong Tagalog urging his compatriots to love their fatherland, similar to his prize-winning piece, A la Juventud Filipina, is Amor Patria. Okay, moving on to 155. Only 83,152 examinees passed in a licensure examination for teachers out of the 228,963 examinees. What is the passing percentage? Is it A, 36%, B, 36.32, C, 36.82, or letter D, 46.56? Number 155 na po tayo. Okay, Ma'am Josephine said C. Hello po. Hello po sa mga kaka-view pa lang. Good evening sa lahat. Ayan, meron na tayo 22 million viewers. Okay, so let us have the correct answer would be letter B. Bakit letter B? Okay, so we have the formula here. Passing percentage is equal to the number of examinees passed over the total number of examinees. So let us have the substitution. There are 83,152 passed over 228,963. Ayan po. So after getting po the quotient of this, i-multiply natin kasi we are asking for percentage. So we are to multiply this to 100. And the answer would be 36.32. And po again, total number of examinees who passed over the total number of examinees times 100. Okay, good evening po. Good evening sa lahat, sa mga ka-view pa lang. Okay, so let us move on to the next one. 100. Ano nangyari dito? Bakit nauuna si 156? Okay, so pabalik po tayo kay 155. Anong nangyari dito sa aking presentation? Some qualities that would describe Jose Rizal except blank. A, except po ha. A, courageous. B, intelligent. C, audacious. Or pessimistic. Ayan, nagiging 155. So, dalawa pong 155 na ngayon. Okay. So, hello po. Okay, sorry po ha. So, hindi pa na-edit yung numbering. Okay, so the different the options there are qualities of Rizal, except. So the answer would be letter D, pessimistic. Why? Jose Rizal is not typically described as pessimistic because he was known for his courage, intelligence, tenacity in advocating for reforms and fighting for the rights of Filipinos during the Spanish colonial period. Ayan. Okay, so nag-fight for a right kasi si Jose Rizal. Ayan po, the correct answer would be letter D, pessimistic. Okay, number 156. Distance education made possible by computers is known as A, tutorial learning, B, online learning, C, learning by texting, or letter D, module learning. Hello po nandito sa ating Zoom room. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your answers. Ayan, meron talaga akong nasa top 10 dito. Talagang deserve niyo pong mga medals niyo kung students ko kayo in the classroom setting. Ayan, so 156 or 157, let us have. Okay, so the correct answer would be letter B for sure, online learning. Okay, so ito na po. Ito na hinahantay natin na number, 157. Hindi na nagkamali. Which marked the declaration of war against Spain? A, is it the exile of Rizal to Dapitan? Or letter B, the execution of Dr. Jose Rizal? Or is it letter C, the discovery of Katipunan? Or letter D, the death of Gomborza? Ayan, number 157 na po. Okay, so number 157. Ayan, merong kung pwede po paki-mute po ng mga microphones natin. Thank you so much. Okay, so the correct answer for number 157 po ay letter C. Ang pagkadiskubre po sa Katipunan ang nagbigay sa declaration of war against Spain. Maglungag. Okay, so ayan, the Philippine Revolution began in August 1896 when the Spanish authorities discovered the Katipunan, an anti-colonial secret organization. So the Katipunan, led by Andres Bonifacio, began to influence much of the Philippines. Ayan po, okay po. Sa sa mga options natin, ito Rizal. Ayan na po, sa letter B, si Rizal na naman. At yung letter D, ayan, ito naman po si Gomez, si Burgos, at si Zamora, yung mga pari. Okay, number 158. What happened in the Philippines in 1896? Hindi po ito 1896, this is 1986. That ended the dictatorial rule and came to be admired internationally as model of non-violence, was popularly known as. Number 158. Ito po ay 1986 po . 1896. Okay, so number 158, it's the people power. Okay, so do you still remember? So the event that happened in the Philippines in 1986, which ended the dictatorial rule of Ferdinand Marcos and came to be admired internationally because hindi po madugo ang labanan. Ayan, so the people power revolution or the people power won. This peaceful uprising involved millions of Filipinos taking to the streets in protest, leading to the eventual ousting of President Ferdinand Marcos and the restoration of democracy in the country. Okay, balikan po natin ang pangyayaring ito, which is, this is EDSA 1. Ayan po, dapat din nyo po kalimutan si EDSA 1 or the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, kung saan nag-gather po ang mga tao doon at doon nila ginawa yung kanilang protesta in a non-violent way. Okay. And we have number 159. Pinakapayak na anyo ng salita na walang kahalong panlapi ay tinatawag na A, lagkuhan, B, gitlapi, C, salitang ugat, or letter D, wikang likas. Number 159 na po tayo mga teachers. Ayan po. So don't worry po kasi malapit na po itong matapos. And then you can proceed with your majorship review. Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Jonaline. What about the others? Okay, very active. So we have letter C. Ang salitang ugat o ang tinatawag nating root word sa wikang Ingles ay ang pinakasimpleng anyo ng isang salita na hindi pa nababago o hindi pa napapalitan ng mga panlapit. Salitang ugat or root word. Number 160. Which among the following is not a prime number? Is it A, 61, B, 71, C, 31, or letter D, 51? Ayan. Prime number. Not a prime number. So, do you still remember po? Ano po yung mga prime numbers? Okay. 160 na po tayo. Ayan. Very fast talagang mag-type si Ma'am Ann. What about the others? Ano po ang sagot natin sa number 160 or sa item 160? Okay. So, yes po, it's definitely letter D. So, when we talk about prime numbers po, it is a natural number greater than 1 that has no positive divisors other than 1 and itself. Okay po, so 61, wala po siyang mga factors but itself and 1. 71, walang mga factors. 31, walang factor. 51 is not a prime number because 51 can be divided by 3. So that is why po 51 ang answer kasi merong mga factors or divisors ang 51. So again, prime numbers po ang natural number greater than 1 and no positive divisors other than 1 and itself. Ayan. So, konting ano lang, short review or to refresh your mind about prime numbers. 161. This literary piece that expresses truth through symbolic people and events is known as A, fiction, B, epic, C, elegy, or letter D, allegory. 161 na po tayo mga moms and sirs. Ayan po, lumabas din po ito ang question na ito but in the other way po na na-state siya. Ngayon, ayan na naman. So, na-remember ko po yung mga novels of Rizal. Ayan, na paano niya i-deliver ang kanyang mga novels and that is through allegory. So the answer for this one also is allegory. It expresses truth through symbolic people and events. Yan po ha. Kapag si allegory po, ito po ang talagang kinikater ni allegory. Pwede rin pong symbolic people and history. Ayan. And the correct answer for number 161 is letter D. Thank you so much for sharing your answers, mom's answers. Okay. So an allegory is a literary piece that uses symbolic characters, events, and elements to convey deeper truths, often related to moral, political, or philosophical themes. It allows for the exploration of abstract concepts through concrete and relatable narratives. Okay, so let us have number 162. All are famous works of Jose Rizal except, ayan. So, alin dito ang hindi gawa ni Dr. Jose Rizal? A, to the Filipino youth. B, touch me not. C, the reign of the greed. Or letter D, the daughter of a friar. Hello po sa mga kakapanood lang. Magandang gabi po. Okay, number 162 na po tayo. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your answer. Ayan po, alin kaya dito? Okay, so the correct answer for 162 would be The Daughter of a Friar is not a work of Jose Rizal. So the correct title is The Daughter of the Retired Captain La Buda di Donia Victorina, which is a satirical play by Jose Rizal. So the other options to the Filipino youth, Touch Me Not and No Limitang Here, and The Reign of Greed, or El Filibusterismo in Spanish, are indeed famous works of Jose Rizal. Ayan po. So, ang naiiba dyan ay si Daughter of a Friar. Pero merong gawa si Rizal na The Daughter of the Retired Captain. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your answers. Okay, so let's go to math. 163, a bottle of perfume costs 10,000 pesos. If a discount of 10% is given, the bottle of perfume will cost, ayan po, no need for calculator na po ito kasi 10% off. So, magkano na nga lang ba ang bottle of perfume after we deduct the discount? So, 1,000, 9,000, 8,000, or 5,000? Thank you so much, Ma'am Ann. Ang active talaga. You really have a good connection, Ma'am Ann. Ma'am Rochelle as well. Ayan, hello, Ma'am Louis Beth, Ma'am Jeffine, Ma'am Janine, Ma'am Liza. Is it sir na her or ma'am? And then we have Ma'am Maridel Marie, Ma'am Jonaline. Okay po, so the correct answer for this one is surely letter B. So very easy po ito. Okay. Number 164. The triumph of science over death is Rizal's famous blank. A, essay, B, sculpture, C, novel, or letter D, poem. Ano kaya ang The Triumph of Science over Death? Ito ba ay isang essay? Ito ba ay isang sculpture? Or is it a novel? Or letter D, poem? Okay, 164 po yan. Inom po tayo ng tubig. Okay. So merong nag-answer ng letter B, merong nag-answer ng letter D. So the correct answer would be letter B, sculpture. Okay, so the triumph of science over death refers to the sculpture created by Dr. Jose Rizal during his time in the Pitan, Philippines. So it depicted a figure breaking free from the shackles of death, symbolizing the triumph of science and knowledge over ignorance and death. So the sculpture is one of Rizal's notable artistic works. Very good. Okay. So not bad po. Ayan. So sa mga hindi po nakabigay sa tamang sagot, ayan po. So kapag nagbalik po ito sa let natin this September, so the Triumph of Science over Death po is a sculpture, a famous sculpture of Rizal. Number 165. The island of Luzon is estimated to be 100,000 square kilometers. How are we going to express 100,000 square kilometers in exponential form? Ayan, so pasensya na po kayo sa background natin. Mukhang nakita po kayo ng aming mga aso. Okay, so number 165 would be, for sure, that's letter C. Okay, so everybody got the correct answer? Ayan, very good. Okay, number 166 na po tayo mga mom and sir. Balance, emphasis, movement, proportion, rhythm. unity, and variety are classified as the A, elements of design, B, principles of art, C, design elements, or letter D, principles of elements. That's number 166 po. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your answers. Ayan, for sure, the answer, principles of art. And so everybody get the correct answer? Okay, so ayan po. Balance, emphasis, movement, proportion, rhythm, unity, and variety are classified as the principles of art. So these principles guide the artists and designers in creating visually appealing and effective compositions. Okay, so the elements of design on the other hand, ayan, kasi meron tayong option na elements of design. These are the line, the shape, color, texture, space, and form. Okay, so let's move on to number 167. Which of the following is not a benefit of technology in education? Is it A, it improves critical thinking abilities, B, unlimited access to games and other internet sites, letter C, it allows cooperative learning, or letter D, increases self-expression? This is number 167, mga moms answers. Okay, so this is very easy, no? Number 167. Ayan, so of course, not a benefit of technology is the unlimited access to games and other internet sites. Number 168. Panahon na upang magdilat ng mata at makisangkot sa mga usapin. Ito'y nagpapahiwatig na A, idilat ang ating mga mata, B, umiwas sa usapin, C, kalimutan ang usapin, or letter D, magising sa katotohanan. This is number 168, mom's answers. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your answers. Ayan. So, madaling sagutan lang ang ating number 168 at ito ay dapat magising sa katotohanan. Okay. Number 169 na po tayo. Based on his work sa aking mga kababata, would Rizal favor the use of the mother tongue in grades? Is it yes? No? He did not express this clearly. Or letter D, yes, but mixed with English. Okay, ito po ay nakasaad sa aking mga kababata na poem. What should be the correct answer for number 169? Okay. Of course. Ayan. Yes, it's a yes. Bakit? Ito po. So in his work, sa aking mga kababata, Jose Rizal emphasized the importance of love for one's native language. Ito po, yung andyan po sa ating cursor. So native language and express the idea that the mother tongue should be the first to be learned by the children. So, andun po, nakasulat ang hindi marunong magmahal sa sariling wika ay higit pa sa hayop at malansang isda. So he who does not love his own language is worse than an animal and a smelly fish. Therefore, this sentiment suggests that Rizal would indeed favor the use of the mother tongue in the early grades of education. Ayan po. So, para po sa mga hindi familiar sa aking mga kababata, ito po. Ayan. Bold po dito, ang hindi magmahal sa kanyang salita ay mahigit sa hayop at malansang isda. So, that is why it's a yes. Number 170, pre-colonial trade in the Philippines was prosperous. What system po ito ha, pasensya na po, did they use for their business transactions? A, money, B, barter, C, credit, or letter D, banking? Pre-colonial trade. This is number 170. Okay, very good. Ang bilis talagang magbigay ng sagot. Okay, so thank you so much po for your very active cooperation, participation, and everything. Okay, yes po, it's barter for sure. So again, ang barter ay ang exchange of goods and services directly without the use of money. So people would trade items of value such as agricultural products, crafts, and other commodities for goods they needed. And the barter system was an important aspect of the pre-colonial economy and played a significant role in the exchange of goods among different communities. Okay, number 171. Ito ang tawag sa pinakamaliit na unit ng isang salita na nagtataglay ng kahulugan. Ano kaya? A, assimilation, B, metathesis, letter C, colloquial, or letter D, morpema. This is number 171 po. Okay. So, salamat po sa nagbigay ng sagot. Ayan. So, the correct answer is morpema. Ano ang morpema? Ito ang pinakamaliit na unit ng isang salita na mayroong kahulugan. So, ito ay maaaring maging isang buong salitang ugat, panlapi o iba pang mga elemento na nagbibigay ng kahulugan sa isang salita. Okay, so let's move on to 172. Which is the unlawful act of escaping from payment of taxes. Ayan, kaya maraming nakasuhan dahil ayaw magbayad ng tax. A, evasion, B, avoidance, C, exemption, or letter D, shifting. Okay. Talagang walang nagkamali kasi very common. The answer would be tax evasion. Yes po. Okay, ano na, bakit mayroong morpema, hindi na edit. Okay, so tax evasion. This is the unlawful act of deliberately avoiding payment of taxes through illegal means, such as misrepresenting income, inflating deductions, or hiding money in offshore accounts. Whereas po, si tax avoidance naman, ito ay legal reduction of tax liability through legitimate methods, such as taking advantage of tax deductions, credits, and exemptions provided by the tax code. So, kaya po yung iba, ang kanilang mga business ay ginagawa nilang incorporation, ayan po, or corporation kasi nakakalas po yan ng tax. So, ayan po ay tinatawag nating tax avoidance. Number 173, all are ICT tools or information communications technology tools except A, laptop, B, computer, C, cell phone, or letter D, satellite. Okay, so Satellite po ang tamang sagot. Okay, so because satellites are being used as communication purposes, navigation, weather forecasting, and scientific research, but they are not directly used for personal or business information and communication purposes like the other options listed. Okay, so let's move on to 174. Burnet's aquarium has a length, width, and height of 10 centimeters. 8 centimeters and 6 centimeters respectively. Its volume is A, 72 cubic centimeters, B, 24 cubic centimeters, C, 240 cubic centimeters, or letter D, 480 cubic centimeters. Okay, very good talaga. Ano nangyari sa iba? Okay, so how to solve the volume of this? The answer would be 480 cubic centimeters. Paano po? Ito ay dahil sa volume ang hinahanap, tapos ang formula to get the volume of of a certain aquarium. Okay, so we have the length 10, width 8, and height 6. So we are to multiply 10 times 8 times 6, and that will give us 480 centimeters. Okay, so let us have number 175 mom's answers. He invented the World Wide Web in 1889, and this also paved the way of the internet. A, Tim Berners-Lee. B, A.G. Batt. C, Alan Matheson Turing. Letter D, Charles Babbage. Okay, number 175 po. Ma'am Maria Angeline, thank you for sharing your answer, ma'am. How about the others? Hindi ko na nakita yung iba. Meron pa ba kayong internet connect dyan? Only Ma'am Angeline answered number 175. Okay, and so I'm gonna reveal the Okay, the answer for number 175 is Tim Berners-Lee. So, Tim Berners-Lee is credited with inventing the www in 1989 while working at CERN. So, he developed the concept of the first web browser and a web server software, which laid the foundation for the modern internet and the way we access and share information online. So, it's because of Tim Berners-Lee that we are now we're able to enjoy already the internet. Okay. 176 po. Who was popularly known as Agno? A, Emilio Jacinto. B, Emilio Aguinaldo. C, Jose Rizal. Or letter D, Apolinario Mabini. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your answer. The correct answer is, you're right po, Jose Rizal. So, yung ibang pen name ni Jose Rizal as Laong Laan and Di Masalang were used in some of his essays and poems, while Agno was used in his correspondence with fellow intellectuals and activists. Ayan, so Agno po ang gamit ni Dr. Jose Rizal being with his fellow intellectuals and activists. Let's move on. Number 177. The largest common factor of two or more numbers is called A, least common factor, B, greatest common factor, C, prime common factor, or letter D, prime factor. Yes po, of course. Klarong-klaro, the greatest common factor. Common factor. Ano na nangyari? I'm sorry po. Bakit nandito si Tim Berners-Lee? Okay, 178. How is Wuhan coronavirus transmitted? A, from pets to people. B, eating bats soup. C, from person to person. Or letter D, from eating raw meat. Ayan. So, ito po ang nag-cause. Bakit meron tayong pandemic before? Number 178. Ayan. Hello, good evening po sa mga kakapapasok lang. Okay. Okay, so number 178, for sure, the answer is from person to person, of course. Okay. 179, violist who brought classical violin music to the masses is A, Chan, B, Molina, C, Katindig, or letter D, Kabayaw. We are now in 179, moms and sirs. Okay, yes po. Wala talagang mali. Ayan. Talagang letter D. Talagang letter D naman kasi. Okay. So, violinist Lopez Caballo, I'm sorry, is called the traveling salesman of music. Ayan po, wag po nating kalimutan ang traveling salesman of music. So, he has traveled farther afield than any other violinist from Apari to Holo to bring classical music to the masses. Ayan, ito po ang nakakapagpaiba ni Lopez Caballo kasi he traveled from Apari to Holo to bring classical music to the masses. And huwag kalimutan na he is being termed as traveling salesman of music. Again, that's Lopez Caballo. And that's number 179. Okay, let's have 180. The body of knowledge, including the process by which knowledge is developed, is blank. A, innovation. B, science. C, technology. Or letter D, invention. Ayan po, sa mga naka-on ang mic. Ayan, thank you so much.
Join o jury ay.
Ginahan kay kunani eh. Libutan si MMC. Sana eh.
Magsisiling o kuhan. May pinamit.
Noon sa ka.
Pama niya eh. May, ato na lula may o.
Ayan.
Sige no,
Okay. Requesting po sa mga naka-on ang microphone. Ayan po. Thank you so much.
Ari na akong cellphone be na akong sa ay.
Okay. Sir Christopher Noval, naka-on po yung mic, sir.
Ano, on ko yung mic ko no. Sorry, siya.
Iasa man to.
Meron pong mic dyan sa, sa Zoom. Pwede po yung I-tap nyo po, tapos ayan. Okay, thank you so much po. So, number 180, the correct answer would letter B. Science, of course. Ayan, kuhang-kuha naman ang lahat. Okay, so, okay, merong innovation. Ayan po, but we are talking po the body of knowledge po. So, including the process by which knowledge is being developed. So, kapag innovation po, it's part of science po. But we are talking about the body of knowledge, and that's the science. Okay lang, no worries. As long as dapat science na talaga ang sagot natin during the actual. Okay, 181. Gaseous compound usually produced by the direct combination of nitrogen and hydrogen. A, carbohydrates. B, sugar. C, ammonia. Letter D, carbon dioxide. This is number 181, mom's answers. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your answers. Ayan, the correct answer for number 181 po ay ammonia. Okay, so ammonia is a gaseous compound composed of nitrogen and hydrogen. Ayan. So, ayan po, nitrogen and hydrogen. Ito po ang hinahanap natin, direct combination of nitrogen and hydrogen. Its formula is NH3, indicating that it consists of 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen atoms. Ammonia is typically produced through a chemical reaction known as the Haber process, which involves the direct combination of nitrogen from the air and hydrogen from natural gas. Okay. Erase ko na yung mga outlines. Let's move on to 182. The first institution which took care of the first COVID-19 case. A, San Lazaro Hospital. B, Manila Doctors Hospital. C, the RITM, or letter D, St. Luke's Hospital. This is number 182. Okay po. So the correct answer for number 182 would be, teka, San Lazaro po, I'm sorry. Bakit St. Luke's pa itong naka-encircle? It's San Lazaro Hospital, Perry. Teka, i-encircle muna natin. This is the correct answer po, San Lazaro Hospital. Ayan, hindi ko po na-notice sa copy and paste. So San Lazaro Hospital, located in Manila, was designated as the referral hospital for infectious diseases and was among the first to handle and treat COVID-19 cases in the country. It's San Lazaro Hospital, letter A. Okay, pasensya na po. 183. Yan, kukunin muna natin yung ano dyan. The study of the nature of the universe, its origin and structure is called what? This is number 183. Malapit na po tayong matapos mga mom's answers. Ayan, and be ready for your majorship review. Okay. So the correct answer, kung po kayo magpa-trick kay astronomy, kasi the correct answer po is cosmetology. It's letter D. I'm sorry, it's cosmology. Ano ba? Bakit hindi na-edit? Cosmology po ito. Cosmetology. Cosmetology po, cosmetics po yan. Okay, so cosmology. Nako, hindi na-edit. Okay, cosmology is a study of the nature of the universe, its origin, structure, and evolution, and eventual fate. So it encompasses questions about the overall structure of the universe, the distribution of galaxies, the nature of dark matter and dark energy, the Big Bang Theory, and more. Okay, so let's move on. Ayan, mukhang gutom ng aking PowerPoint presentation. Anong nangyari? Okay, so 184. Contact tracing means identifying everyone who has come in close with someone who has A blank, A, virus, B, illness, C, depression, or letter D, COVID-19. Ayan, so yung mga questions na ito ay during COVID. Kasagsagan ng COVID. Baka may magbalik. Okay, of course. Yes po. 184, klarong-klaro sa CCTV. It's COVID-19. Okay. 185. The Philippines lies in a place where there are many volcanoes which make it prone to blank. Typhoon, flooding, drought, or earthquakes. Number 185. Okay. Of course po, that would be letter D, earthquake, kasi nandito tayo sa Pacific Ring of Fire, so which is an area with a lot of tectonic activity, including the movement of tectonic plates, the volcanic eruptions, and earthquakes. As a result, Philippines is prone to earthquakes due to its position along these tectonic boundaries. Ayan, so hindi na nagkamali ang answer natin. Number 186, na po tayo mga moms and sirs. How many seconds are there in a 24-hour day? Is it 81,600, B, 86,400, letter C, 89,500, and letter D, 83,450? Ayan, calculate pa ang mga teachers natin. So how many seconds are there in a 24-hour day? Number 186. Okay, meron ng answer si Mama Ridel. Sir Anthony. Ay, hello po, Sir Anthony. It's been a long while. Ang masipag na magsagot during my first conduct of the review. Okay. So, it's 86,400, letter B. Ayan, so because there are 60 seconds in a minute and there are 60 minutes in an hour, so therefore 24 hours per day times 60 minutes per hour times 60 seconds per minute. And it will give us 86,400. Yes po. Thank you so much po. 60 times 24 times 60. Yes, Sir Anthony. Ayan, major in math po ba kayo, Sir Anthony? Okay, Let us move on to number 187. Which statement is true of Mindanao? First, it is the second biggest island in the country, or it is the third largest island in the country, or it is the biggest island in the country, and letter D, it is where the smallest deer found. Ayan, mukhang wala na talagang pag-asa si letter D. Yes, you got it right po. The correct answer is letter A. It is the second biggest island in the country. So Mindanao is the second largest island in the Philippines after Luzon. So ang biggest po ay si Luzon. Number 188, mom's answers. On the computer screen, what indicates the position of the mouse? So just like this one, is it A, the click, or letter B, the start, C, the scroll, letter D, the cursor? Okay, thank you so much for sharing your answers now. We get letter D. Okay, cursor po. Ito po. Ayan, this is an example in which when I move my cursor, ito po ay nag-indicate the position of the mouse. Okay, so the cursor is the indicator in a computer screen that shows the current position of the mouse or the point where actions like clicking, scrolling, or typing will take place. Okay, so let us have number 189. In classical Athens, who emphasized the individual's attainment of excellence through rhetoric, grammar, music, and mathematics? A, Plato, B, Socrates, C, the Sophists, or letter D, Aristotle. This is number 189, mom's answers. Okay, pause. The correct answer is letter C, the Sophists. In classical Athens, the Sophists were educators who taught various subjects, including rhetoric, grammar, music, and mathematics. So they focused on practical skills in the art of persuasion, emphasizing the individual's ability to excel in these areas. And the other options, Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, they are philosophers who had their own distinct teachings and ideas, which sometimes contrasted with those of the Sophists. Ayan. So let us have number 190 po. Malapit na po tayong matapos. Okay, which sector of the economy consumes the most energy? A, transportation, B, electric utilities, C, residential, or letter D, industry. Bakit merong question mark, Sir Anthony? Okay, so the correct answer for number 190, yes po, it's letter D, industry. Okay, so in most countries, the industrial sector consumes the most energy. The sector includes manufacturing, construction, mining, agriculture, and other industrial activities that require significant amounts of energy for process and production. Ayan, that is why. It's okay. Okay, number 191. Ancient Greek philist and storyteller, famous for writing a collection of fables known as Aesop's fables. Ayan. Is it A, Homer, B, Aesop, C, Shakespeare, or letter D, Chaucer? Yes po, very obvious po. See, number 191. Ayan, meron na nag-chat. Hello, Ma'am Rhea. Yes, ma'am. It's Aesop. Okay. So, Aesop's fables are widely recognized for their enduring moral lessons and entertainment value, by the way. Para po, additional natin kay Aesop's fables. Okay, so let us have number 192. The lines below are taken from the poem The Spouse by Luis Dato. Read the lines and decide which best describe the role of the wife. She holds no joys beyond the day's tomorrow. She finds no world beyond his arm's embrace. She looks upon the man behind the furrow, who is her motion, time, and space. So you decide which best describe the role of the wife. Is it working wife, B, artist, C, businesswoman, or letter D, housewife? Okay, so you got it right po. Housewife is the correct answer. Number 192. Okay, so the suggests a traditional role of a wife who finds her fulfillment and purpose in her husband's presence and embraces a more domestic, supportive role rather than one of a working woman, artist, or businesswoman. Okay, let us have number 193. The number of hours spent for review in algebra, chemistry, and English is in the ratio of 4:3:1. How many hours does each student spend for chemistry in a 24-hour review package? A, 3, B, 6, C, 9, or D, 12? Ayan. For number 193 po, the correct answer is 9. Okay. So we have 4:3:1 ratio, and then we are going to add everything. So we will get 8. So for chemistry, which has a ratio of 3 parts out of 8, so calculate the hours spent on chemistry as follows. So total hours for chemistry, which is 8, and then we're gonna divide it with the total hours of review, which is 8. Again, so this is chemistry, 3 over 8 times 24 kasi po 24-hour review po. Ayan. So, total hours for chemistry, 3 over 8 after getting the quotient, and then you're gonna times 4. So, it will give us 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So, each student spends 9 hours for chemistry in a 24-hour review. Again, that's letter C, 9. 194, the ample amount of water blank needed for the city to sustain its communities is where was. Okay. Nasaan ang iba? Okay, Ma'am Ann. What about the others? An ample amount of water blank needed for the city its communities. Okay po. Thank you so much. Ayan, marami nang nag-send ng answers. Of course, the answer is letter A. The ample amount of water is needed for the city to sustain its communities. 195. Who is the author of My Father Goes to Court? Ma'am Genevieve, can you please turn off your mic, ma'am? Paki-mute po. Okay, thank you so much. Ayan, for number 195, Ma'am Athena Beatrice, Ma'am Maria Angeline. My Father Goes to Court. Is it Paz Marquez Benitez, Carlos Bulusan, Nick Joaquin, or Christopher Marlowe? Okay, the correct answer for 195 would be letter B. Okay, almost everyone. So, My Father Goes to Court is a short story written by Carlos Bulusan, a Filipino-American writer known for his works depicting the struggles and experiences of Filipino immigrants in the United States. Ayan po, for Carlos Bulusan. Okay, let's move on to 196 kasi meron pa kayong major ship review after this one. What novel opens the line, Call Me Ishmael? A, Mrs. Dway. B, Moby Dick. Letter C, Daniel Defoe. Or letter D, The Gatsby. Okay, number 196. Ayan. Karamihan. Correct ang answers. Okay, so that would be letter B, Moby Dick. So, this is written by Herman Melville. Opens with a famous line, Call Me Ishmael. This line is one of the most recognizable and iconic opening sentences in literature. Ito po ay sinulat ni Mr. Herman Melville. Ayan po. Call Me Ishmael. And the novel Moby. Okay, let's move on to 197. Solve the value of x to make the proportion x is to 8 is equal to 4 is equal to 16 true. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? That's 197 mom's answers. Okay, so the correct answer would be 2. Why? So x is to 8. X is to 8 is equal to 4 is 16. So we are to cross multiply. Therefore, we will get 16x is equal to 32. And then divide sides by 16. to get rid of, to isolate x, and it will give us 2. And that is letter B. Number 198. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways is the first line of a famous love sonnet written by. Okay, so it was already revealed here. The answer is already revealed. The correct answer is Elizabeth Browning. So how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Is the opening line of sonnet 33 from the collection Sonnets from the Portuguese and was written by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, a famous Victorian era poet. Okay, so magandang gabi po sa mga baguhan pa lamang nakapasok sa ating online review. Let us now have number 199. Mirage is an optical illusion caused by A. Electrolyte, B. Combustion, C. Cellular reaction, or D. Optical focus. This is 199 answers. Okay, so for 199, the correct answer is letter D, optical focus. Bakit po? Ayan, well, okay. So mirages or optical illusions caused by the refraction of light through different layers of air varying temperature. So this refraction can lead to the appearance of objects that are not actually present, often seen as shimmering or distorted images, particularly in blizzard or hot road conditions. And that is because of optical focus. Number 200. Malapit na talaga tayong matapos. Okay, so all of the following are Filipino writers except Francisco Chanel Jose, Edgar Allan Poe, Miguel Sayhuco, or letter D, Peter Solis Neri. So, number 200 na po tayo. Yes po, of course. Talagang naiiba po ang kanyang name dyan. And it's Edgar Allan Poe. Number 200. Okay, so just a short introduction or description for Edgar Allan Poe. He was an American writer, poet, and literary critic known for his macabre and gothic tales. So the other options, Francisco Chanel Jose, Miguel Sayhuco, and Peter Solis Neri are all Filipino writers. Okay, let's move on to number 201. How many possible number of books, each 1.4 centimeter thick, that can be put vertically in a shelf which is 64 centimeters long? Is it 45, 7, B, 46, C, 45, or letter D, 64? Okay, so meron tayong mga hindi naka. Okay, mute ko lang po kayo.
Sige na kung siya nang tumulog.
Ayan, saan na naman yun?
Dali na lang to. Hindi na lang ikaw.
Dito kasi.
How many possible number of books? It's 1.4 cm thick, 45 foot vertically measured.
Okay, so why 45 po? 201, letter C. Bakit 45? Okay, so let us have this one. merong 1.4 centimeter po ang book and can be placed on a shelf that is 64 centimeters long. So therefore, we're going to divide the length of the shelf by the thickness of the book. So that is 64 centimeters long or centimeters over or divided by 1.4 centimeter thickness of the book. And we can get 45.71. Therefore, book po ito at ilalagay po natin siya sa shelf. So we are going to round down to the nearest whole number. Round down po tayo kasi po kapag nag-round up po tayo at magiging 46 yan, hindi na po siya kakasya sa ating shelf. So therefore, the correct answer for that one would be 45. We are to round down because we can't have a fraction of a book in the context. Okay, so that is why we have 45 books to be arranged vertically on a shelf. Okay, so moving on, we are now, meron pa mga gustong sumali. 202. The museum was built in blank to Dr. Jose Rizal. Is it protection, irreverence, defense, or homage? What is the correct answer for number 202, mom's answers? Ayan. So meron na po tayong maraming nag-participate sa ating Zoom at sa ating Facebook Live. Ayan po, just to inform everybody of your schedule for the major ship review that is going to follow later. Okay, 202. What is the correct answer? Sa mga gustong mag-participate sa ating Zoom, you can put it in the chat. You can put your answers on the chat po. Okay, so the correct answer for number 202 would be homage. Letter D. So the sentence suggests that the museum was built as a tribute or gesture of respect to Dr. Jose Rizal, and the word homage best fits the context. Okay, so sino pong mga hindi naka-unmute? Okay, unmute muna tayo ha. Okay, so number 203 in the No Limit Tangere, what causes the death of Don Mia? Is it A, difficulty of giving birth, B, fever, C, old age, or polio? 203 na po tayo mga moms and sirs. Ayan po, sa mga gustong mag-participate sa ating Zoom, you can put it in the chat. You can type in the chat. Okay? Don't forget the number po. Okay, Ma'am Maria, thank you so much. Okay, so number po and then follows the answer. And sa ating Facebook Live naman, yes, the correct answer is difficulty of giving birth. So, Pia Alba dies due to the difficulty of giving birth. Her death is a tragic event in the story and is symbolic of challenges and struggles faced by the characters in the context of the societal issues depicted in the novel. 204 na po tayo. Ayan po, ito po ay kadalasang lumalabas sa mga questions every time po sa LET. So the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 96. The integers are, ayan, so you choose your answer po. Okay, so letter C, merong nag-answer ng letter C. What about in our Facebook Live? Hindi ko pa nakita yung mga answer sa Facebook Live. Ayan, Mama Ridal, thank you so much for sharing your answer, ma'am. So, what's going to happen here? Correct answer is 31, 32, and 33. Ayan po, you are asked po to the sum of the three consecutive integers, which is 96. So, paano po yan i-solve is we are going to have x plus 1, and x plus 2. Ito po. And x, because consecutive integers po sila, x plus 1 and then x plus 2. So, we are going to solve x plus 1 plus x plus 2. Therefore, there are 3 x's. We have 3x. Ayan, combine like terms po. Plus 3 is equal to 96. And then, we are to subtract 3 from both sides to isolate x. Ayan po. So therefore, what is left is 3x is equal to 93. And then isolate x again. And then we are to get 93 over 3, and that is 31 for the first integer. And kasi consecutive po ito, so nakasunod niya is 32 and then 33. If you're going to check that, it's 96. Ayan, i-remove ko muna yung mga underlines. Number 205, ang lathalin isang uri ng pamamahayag na nag-ulat ng tunay na pangyayari batay sa masusing patlang. A. Pagbabasa. B. Pananaliksik. Or letter C. Pakikipagkwentuhan. Letter D. Pagtatanong. Ayan, tumatahol na naman ang aking mga courses. We are down to 205 mga moms answers. Malapit na po matapos. Okay, thank you so much for participating Zoom group. Yan. So, active din ngayon ang ating Facebook, mga Facebook mates natin. So, the correct answer for number 205 is ito ay tunay na pangyayari batay sa pananaliksik. And that's letter B. Ito po ay dahil ang lathalain ay isang akademikong pagsusulat. So therefore po kapag when we say academic writing po, nakabase po siya sa truth and matinsuri tungkol sa isang paksa. Number 206, the witness showed admirable equanimity. So equanimity was being quoted in his statements before the investigation committee members who were impressed by A. Indifference, B. Pretension, C. Nervousness, or letter D. Composure. The witness showed admirable equanimity in his statements before the investigation committee members who were impressed by his, what is meant by equanimity, number 206. Okay, what about? Okay, very good. Hi, Mom Ann. Okay, so the correct answer for number 6 is letter D, composure. Okay, the other term for equanimity, composed, calm. Ayan po. So, the other statement or the supporting statements of the sentence po ay makakatulong sa inyo unawain kung ano talaga ang best answer. Number 207. An atom of silicon has a mass number of 28 and an atomic number of 14. How many protons are there in this atom? Is it 7, 12, 14, or 28? This is number 207, mga mom's answers. Okay po? So this is very easy po. The correct answer is 14. Bakit? Kasi the atomic number of an element represents the number of protons. Now, in this case, the atom of silicon has an atomic number of 14. See here, 14. So, it is, identifier po yan na there are also 14 protons in the silicon atom. Whatever is the atomic number represents number of protons as well. Number 208. Alignment is not worth living is a famous dictum supposedly uttered by A. Aristotle, B. Plato, C. Socrates, or letter D. Charles Darwin. Ayan na. Nabubulol na. It's okay. Her, is it? Are you a female or male? It's okay po. No harm done. 208 na po tayo. Okay, so hindi na natin papatagalin pa. 208, Socrates. So, a life unexamined is not worth living. Ancient Greek philosopher po si Socrates and the statement reflects Socrates' emphasis on the importance of self-awareness, critical thinking, and philosophical inquiry in leading a meaningful and fulfilling life. Ayan. Number 208, a quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel lines. Parallel sides. Gutom na talaga. A, prime numbers. B, parallelogram. C, trapezoid. Or letter D, rectangle. Okay. 208. Okay, very active. Meron talaga question mark at the end. Okay, 208. Of course, you got there the keyword already. So what is the answer? Very obvious. Parallelogram. You got there a quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel sides. So meron na po kayong clue dyan. It's parallelogram. Number 209. What does pH below 7 indicate? Ayan po. Is it acidity, B, purity of the sample, C, alkalinity, or letter D, presence of ions? So in your urinalysis po, meron pa tayong mga pH level. Ano po kaya ang kaniyang indikasyon? 209. Okay. It's okay. 209 po ay acidity. Ayan po. The normal acid po natin is from, meron tayo 6, 7. So, ang 5 po, medyo acidic na po yung 5. Okay, number. Okay, so pH is a measure of the concentration of hydrogen ions in a solution. So a pH below 7 indicates that there is a higher concentration of hydrogen ions, which is characteristic of acidic solutions. Teka muna, mag-unmute po tayo. Okay, number 210. The perimeter of a square of area of 144 square meters is A, 48, B, 40, C, 60, or letter D, 24. We are now down to 210. Malapit na matapos, and be sure to be ready for your major ship review. Ayan. Nasaan ang mga audience ko dito sa Facebook Live? Wala nang nag-answer sa Facebook Live. We are looking for the perimeter of a square of an area of 144 square meters. What about here in the Zoom? Okay, sa wakas, meron na nag-answer. The correct answer is 48. Letter A. Bakit? Okay, so to find perimeter of a square, we have the area is equal to side length times side length. So because we have 144 square meters, which is already given the area, so 144 is equal to side length times side length. So let us solve for the side length. Side length times side length. Side length is equal to square root of 144. Therefore, it's gonna give you 12 meters. After that, meron na po tayong side length, I'm sorry. You can find the perimeter of the square na. Tapos, the perimeter of the square is the sum of all four sides. So, therefore, we have 4 times side length. Perimeter is equal to 4 times side length, and we have 12 as the side length. Therefore, the perimeter is 48 meters. Ayan po. So, this is number 210. And this ends our online review for the different general education questions or the actual LET questions from previous years. And that always consider this biblical verse, Isaiah 60:22, when the time is right, our Lord will make it happen. So, ano man ang mangyari, i-pray po natin na we will claim po na we will really win, or we will really have the victory in this battle that you are going to fight this coming September 2023 exam. And with that, I wish you good luck. Good luck. I really wish you all the best para po ma-achieve niyo po ang goal to give and to educate our future leaders in our country, as well as in the worldwide po, kasi may posibilidad po na maging world leaders po sila. Thank you so much for tonight, everyone. And be ready for your next major ship review, which is about to take over after my review. Have a good night, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.